Shalom. Once again, giving no praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is Ratazah from the Great Millstone GMS Atlanta Camp with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be chiming in on a video from Dr. Phil. All right. And by the way, before I start, fair use. All right. Fair use, fair use. All right. You got to say that in the beginning of your video so that, they don't, flag it for copyright, you know. But yeah, so I'm going to be responding to this video. It's actually a couple videos on this. I think it was a full segment that he had on his show. But, of course, they break it up into bits on YouTube. As you can see here on your right, Dr. Phil, I got C hit. Are we ready for technology under our skin? And why is this topic coming out? And this is on national TV, right? Dr. Phil, I'm pretty sure he's one of the top TV show. I don't know the ratings or the actual numbers, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the most watched shows on TV. So why is this coming out? All right, because we basically right there. It's Bible prophecy. We've been speaking on this. Okay, the apostles, the elders, Great Millstone as a whole is known for pushing, about the MOTB. So I'm gonna play this video. All right, once again, fair use. All right, I might have to copy the law or whatever it is and put it in my description so I don't get a flag. But I'm gonna play the video, and of course, wouldn't be right if we didn't go into Revelation 13. And hey, it's pretty self-explanatory, man. All right, everybody should know our stance on this, you know, and why you should not take this. But hey, it's being shown more and more, man. Who's really prophesying and you know warning the people and have the the shots are trying to get the blood off their hands and get Jake right, and then those that sold out more likely they're paid to not teach it or they just blind. So without further ado, Lord willing, you can hear it. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and play the video.
Surgically implanting computers into humans is dangerous. Just how dangerous, we don't know yet, because that's how they release technology. As long as it doesn't kill you instantly or almost instantly, it's deemed safe for sale. And then it's 5, 10, 20 years later, we learn that it causes cancer, autism, birth defects, and more. But by that point, we've become so dependent on the technology, we choose to live with the disease. But these exposures, these are crazy. We're talking about literally inside the body. Point blank range with zero distance, day in, day out for years on end. What impact will that have? We don't know, but I can tell you it won't be good.
We're back talking about technology under our skin, and my next guest, who you just saw, says the electromagnetic frequency in technology is bad for your health, so much so that he doesn't have a microwave. So joining us on stage is R, who believes human microchipping is dangerous and technology needs to be safer to use. You said we don't know what the effects are, but we know they're not good. How do you know they're not good?
Well, we now know, we have decades of science now on the health effects of EMF radiation. We're talking about thousands of studies at this point, high quality, peer-reviewed science that links these exposures to numerous negative health outcomes ranging from infertility and anxiety all the way up to multiple types of cancer and tumors and Alzheimer's disease and many, many more.
But wait a minute. You're saying that in broad generalization, and that can be true if you're bombarded with really high levels. That's not true for people just sitting here under these lights.
And then we'll get the scripture in Revelations, what is that, 16, which speaks about the grievous sword. All right. So no, all right, you're not supposed to get no type of technology. Was this guy here? I don't know if he's a doctor or some type of scientist, but yeah, you're not supposed to embed something like that into your body. And the scriptures back that up. It says those who have it, all right, well, what they'll have a grievous sword, all right, which we'll read that in just a second. I just want you to hear the rest of the video.
So what I'm talking about, the science I'm talking about, is that exposures at multiple orders of magnitude lower than what safety standards allow, and then what you would get from a regular cell phone.
I think we can just nip this all in the bud right now because these devices are passive. That means when they're not in the seconds of exposure of a very low frequency, low power field, they're dead. They're inert. They have no energy whatsoever.
So what does having that chip in your body for 20 years do on average to a population of 20,000 people?
Nothing. We know we've used this exact material since the 70s.
Which is not the truth. We know what the scriptures say. Those that have the mark. Matter of fact, I'll just get it. I can't wait to read it. This is get it, man. Revelation chapter 16. All right. The 6 bowls of wrath. So let's start here. Revelation 16:1. It says, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore," which the word noisome means deadly. All right, so a deadly or a severe and grievous sore, all right, upon the men which had the MOTB. All right, we'll just say that because YouTube, taking videos down on this. Why? And that's another thing. Why is that? Why is that? Why take down videos on this topic? All right, took videos down pertaining to the jab. We was right on that. Now you're taking you're taking videos down on the MOTB. See? And it says, "And upon them which worshipped his image." Okay, so the image and the mark are two different things. The image is of course, the system itself, Esau's system, which is the based upon the Roman Empire of old, and then you got the mark, which is what Dr. Phil in his show is talking about, man. The C hit. So if you got this, all right, if you took this, a noisome or a deadly sword is gonna manifest on wherever you got it at. All right, let's read this in the Greek. All right, let's look up the word sore real quick. Helkos, I'm saying that right? I'll just play the Greek pronunciation.
Strong's G 1668. Helkos. Helkos.
Right. Helkos, a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge pus. It's like a wart or like a big, nasty looking, like as it says here, a sore or an ulcer. All right, I'm tempted to look in Google Images, but yeah, but yeah, that's what's going to produce or appear on those that took the mark, which is how you know it's something physical. All right, that radiation as the guy's going into that radiation, all that. I'm just curious what it says in the NLT or the other translations. Let me go back. Bibles. NLT. So the first angel left the temple and poured out his bowl on the earth, and horrible, malignant sores broke out on everyone who had the MOTB and worshipped his statue. All right. The first NIV, the first angel went and poured out his bowl on the land, and ugly, festering sores broke out on the people. Right. So why is that happening? What is that a result of? Putting this technology in your body. So this guy right here, he got demons on him. Talking about, oh no, it's safe. There's nothing wrong with it. No, you put it in 20 years, nothing's gonna happen. It's good. You listen to this nigga if you want to, man. All right.
70s, there's been almost zero evidence of any kind of irritation. In fact, this material.
My understanding is that there's multiple studies dating from the 90s and the early 2000s demonstrating increased rates of tumor growth.
No,
Nope.
those are incorrect.
And
Actually,
what
what
studies
they've
are you
demonstrated-
referring to?
I'm talking about, well, I think
Yeah, so there are
Yeah, look at Dr. Phil got demons on him too. What studies are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know, that's how you know these talking heads, these celebrities, these media figures, all of them are going to push this, man. All right.
3 studies that were referenced, but these are all studies that were tumor studies in animals either genetically engineered to get tumors in order to study the tumors or chemically induced tumors. The outcomes of the studies were noted that, oh, you know what, around the implants in these animals we're using to ID them, there were a tumor, but alongside 50 other tumors in these bodies. And it wasn't all, it was about 8% of those animals. So it was just a note in the study. But there are people that want to benefit off of this, people that write certain kind of books and certain kind of scare tactics.
Bro, they tell you not to sleep next to your Wi-Fi router or your wireless modem because it could trigger cancer or radiation. They tell you don't sleep with your phone in the bed. Like he said, it's not wise to really use a microwave like that, which is all facts. So why now would I put a electronic device inside my body? That's gonna be worse. So yeah, this guy got demons on him.
And they use these studies to say, look, it's bad, and this is all coming for you, and we want to sell you a book.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the.
Yeah, Dr. Phil got demons on him, but yeah, if you go back, all right, you see there I type in Dr. Phil chip in hand. And it's different segments. All right, I'm not gonna play the well. They got the full episode here. I may watch that later, but yeah, I got C-hipped. She said has 47 C-hips. I think a brother did videos on her in the past. Chip girl or C-hip girl. So yeah, this the topic at hand. And it's gonna force the hand of these other Israelite camps to pick a side, man. All right, let's why not? Revelation 13 and 16. All right, it says he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in a right hand on their forehead. He is talking about Esau through his beast system. Because remember, it's the mark of the beast or the MOTB. So Esau through his system causeth means to force or to make everybody, man. And by the way, this ain't talking about nations like how some other camps break it down. It's talking about individual people. Me, you, all right, your mom, your sister, your grandma, Uncle Charlie, everybody. He's going to force the people to take this device in their hand. All right. And it says what? Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. So this is going to replace, all right, or be a substitute for what we use as money today. Because what do you do with money? You buy and sell. All right. So if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to do that. So what? You're basically going to, living off the grid. You're going to be an outsider. You have to depend on the Lord to feed you, because you know what the scriptures say. You ain't supposed to take this. All right. So you can't buy or sell without this thing. And it says, save he or except he that had the mark. So yeah, you'll be able to eat, temporarily, because there's going to be a famine in certain areas. All right, so even I thought about that the other day. Even if you do have the C-hip, that's not going to guarantee that you'll be well fed in the time, because there's going to be a famine. If there's a famine, then your chip or your C-hip is of no use. All right, you got to solely depend on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 The brother broke that down. I think it's what is it? Psi stigma, which I believe is it basically means set up to plan in the mark. All right. Yeah, so set up the plan in this chip. All right, as they say, X how's the phrase go? X marks the spot. So that's what this man's trying to do, man, is get everybody pricked. And we see it, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. It's a spirit that these videos of this segment is you know, trending, so to speak, man. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I just want to just bring a, you know, do a quick little, you know, another impromptu on this. Like I said, there's other clips here you can go into, but you know, you could watch it on your own, you know, maybe do your own video or whatever. But yeah, man, this is coming. All right. This the last major prophecy before the destruction comes. This is what I went into in my recent video, going into Russia. All right, dropping nukes on America. So, you know, with that, I'm gonna sign off, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash, and Lord willingly, to the next video, I'm gonna say Shalom. And don't take the C hit.